All right, I am so excited about today's show. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the Kathy J Show. I'm Kathy J. Thank you very much for joining us this half hour. Now, I know a lot of you have a lot of choices, especially right now that fall schedule is starting and you have a lot of choices on where you can spend your half hour. So it means the world to me that you're sharing it with me and hanging out with me. Thank you. Don't forget, you can catch up on all the episodes at KathyJShow.com. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that's sending us some viewer emails, because this morning it really made my day when I came into the office and got to read them. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that you're feeling the vibe. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of you single and mingle people are going through right now. Lies! The lies you tell, the lies you start your life on. Don't do that anymore. And like lies like this when you're dating. Yeah, I'm 6 feet tall. I don't have a wife. What do you mean? It's just no, I don't have a wife. There's that. Or there's, well, I'm in my 30s. It's just retaining some water weight. It always happens when there's a full moon. Okay, you know what? That's what we do. That is exactly what we do when we're dating. In a recent Pew Research study, 47% of adults, almost half of adults, said that it's harder to date now than it was just 10 years ago. And online dating, guess what, everybody? It is the most popular way for U.S. couples to meet. What? What? Is that right? That's how we're meeting each other? That's the most popular way? Gosh, I'm so sorry, all you guys that are single. What just happened to, how you doing? What just happened to the wink and the smile? Shouldn't it be that easy? Remember when it was just your crazy aunt in Washington that she was the one that was online dating and we were all like, what are you doing? Now it's everybody. And nobody is their best self right now. That's my favorite quote from my producer, Colleen. Nobody's their best self right now. Here's some more good news for everybody out there. 70% of online daters believe going in, that it's going to be common for people to lie. So, and I agree, I'm that. My girlfriends and I totally don't believe any men when we're looking at profiles. This is what we do when we go to look at guys' profiles. We look for the following things, okay? We got to go through his photos. Is he smiling in any of the photos? If he is, how does the grill look? Because if he's not smiling, I don't know what's going on underneath this mouth. Okay, also the hat. Fellas, I'm sorry. If you're wearing a hat, we're going to think you're bald. So, we look for photos of you without a hat. Not that I date bald guys. I've dated bald guys. I love a nice bald head. So don't think I'm dissing bald. All right, so we also look for pictures of guys standing so we can compare his height, because we know you men like to say you're 5'11", but you might not be. Now, Katie, my girlfriend, she prefers to find guys that are standing next to cars, because then she really gets a reference to their height, okay? But remember, you can't trust people online. So we have to become internet sleuths, and we haven't even met you yet. Like, that's how much we're lying to begin with. And speaking of my friend Katie, okay, I have to just share this. She's been on and off dating for like 3 years, okay? Her favorite date, her favorite non-date, she started talking to this guy. His profile said he was a firefighter. Well, she talks to him a little more. It turns out he's a film star that once wore a firefighter outfit. But she was still curious, so she was like, I'll still come eat at Starbucks. So she goes to Starbucks, ends up waiting for like 25 minutes. Then he doesn't show. She leaves. A couple days later, he texts her saying that his brother had an emergency kidney operation, and he had some obscure phone that no one else has that couldn't charge anywhere, apparently. You use another outlet, but whatever, I'm serious. We can't make this stuff up. This is what everyone's going through when they're dating. And now Katie's mom is starting to date. And you know what she just told Katie? She goes, the guy, he was a lot heavier than the pictures that he sent me. Welcome to online dating, Ma. Welcome to online dating. So we're all looking for someone to get to know, open ourselves up to, start a journey with. But if we're starting off things with lies, maybe it is best we're doing it over the internet, over Zoom, with no pants on. I'm not wearing any pants right now. I'm kidding. Maybe going with no pants on Zoom, that would be like second base with Microsoft Teams. It's all new that's happening. The truth will come out, though, when she takes your hat off, fellas. So I'm kidding. Today, my guest is going to break down the red flags in dating profiles, and she's going to give you hope. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Kathy J. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Welcome back to the Kathy J Show, everybody. Today we're talking about lies. I'm sorry, I just love saying it like that. Lies! The lies people say when they're trying to date somebody. And these lies are running rampant. I tell you what, that's why we're devoting an entire show to it. Today is called Dating Deception. And our dating expert, Hope Reich, is here with more. Yay!
Hello.
I love you. Slow clap. It's my private clap. I love you. All right, thank you for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yes, okay, so we have to get into this because I have yet to hear somebody say everything they said was the truth on, when they're dating. So, okay, so when you hear about like dating and lies, you instantly think of online dating. Like they go together. It's so sad. Why do people do it though? Why are they lying?
Well,
because eventually you're gonna meet the person and find out that that's not true.
Well, it's easier to hide.
Okay.
Or hide things online.
Right.
It just is.
Okay.
I mean, literally, catfishing is pretending to be a completely different person.
Yes, like right down to the photos that you use, everybody.
So there's different types of deceptions, right?
Right.
Most online daters that lie are doing it because they want to appear more desirable.
I get that.
So it's just, they're shaving off a little bit of the truth.
I
Or,
get that.
They're using some old pictures. But you have to be aware that there are some people that are just 100%, it's not even who they are.
Right,
It's not like I'm just I'm going to say I'm a little bit, taller than I am.
Yeah, right. So you kind of have to be a sleuth, like my girlfriend and I, go through the photos and look and be like, that's not 6 foot. That's more like 5'9", which is fine. Just be honest about it. But then men would tell me the same, be honest about my weight. I would probably be willing to have a lot more flattering photos of me. Like I tell everybody here, if you can get the camera for the Kathy J Show way up there, that's the best angle of Kathy. Let's do that. So I wouldn't share all that. I wouldn't even share my age. So I'd be one of those people lying, or is there a way to reveal it without revealing it?
I think there is a way to reveal what you need to reveal at an early stage. So remember, when you're online, anyone could be looking at this information. You're probably putting that information out there with the hope that only people that want to date you are going to see it.
Yes.
And that all those people are going to be good people that are
have good intentions.
Have good intentions.
Yes.
But you need to really think about that because that's not the reality.
So do I go in automatically thinking everyone's going to be lying to me?
I would say you should go in knowing that there are going to be people lying to you.
Everyone's lying to you.
Not everyone.
Okay,
but you have to be aware and you have to really be thinking about the ways that you spot these red flags, right?
So like a red flag would be?
There's a lot of ways. And it also, you have to kind of ask yourself too, what am I okay with if somebody's,
Yes.
if he says he's 5'11", but on his profile it says he's 6 foot because he thinks that more people will
be
look at his
attracted to
profile.
the 6 foot, right.
What are the things that I'm okay with for a man? Do I really care what she weighs?
Yeah.
Or is it more about like when I meet her in person, how she carries herself?
Right.
People carry weight differently, all of that, right?
I'll win you over with my personality. Don't you worry, baby.
And same with age, right?
Right.
Age. If people are ageist and say, okay, I'm not dating above this certain age because everybody has their age limit,
we all
right?
have a window.
But everybody ages differently too.
Yeah, some of us are not aging well.
And some of us are. So it's
called lotion. We live in Colorado. It's very dry here. Put some lotion on. Okay, sorry. Yes, right.
People age differently. People take care of themselves differently. But so you really also have to ask yourself when you're starting to date, like, what am I okay with if it's a little bit off?
Okay.
Because most people, if they're just, trying to, they want to appear
a little
more
better.
desirable.
I get that.
They want to show up in more people's searches.
Okay.
So it's not okay to lie and it's not okay to deceive. But I think that is the main motivation is most people do want to find that person.
Obviously,
so
if
they want to have more access. And so they might just, I'm a little bit taller, I'm a little bit thinner, I'm a little bit younger, and it's not okay, but be aware it's
Is
happening.
is it okay, Hope, to say, hey, your photos look a little outdated. Can I get something new?
Absolutely.
Can you? Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
Especially if you see like that date timestamp at the bottom. You can tell they took a picture of a picture.
Right. I'm like, what are you doing? So yes, right. So you can't just ask them. I mean, right? I mean, you're starting to get to know them. Why can't I just ask you?
Absolutely. And I think something that's really important, and this is definitely a red flag. If you start if you meet online on an online platform,
right,
and you start talking, don't waste a bunch of time until you meet them. And if you're not going to meet them in person, at least meet them over a Zoom.
Wait a minute.
A FaceTime, something virtually, because you could, if you don't do that. I mean, I've heard of people talking, conversing, thinking they're dating for a year.
Yes.
And then they never do meet that person. And it does turn out they're talking to somebody that is not the person they thought. And you may be talking to somebody that's even a different sex than you
right,
thought.
exactly.
Live in a different state.
Exactly.
Catfishing, that is what catfishing is.
And it's that easy.
Yeah, and people catfish for different reasons.
I think that's the best advice is find a way within the first 3 conversations that you can, because you can Zoom from anywhere practically anymore.
Absolutely.
So you got to really see the person first.
Yeah, and
see where your foundation starts.
Why get invested in being like, ooh, I think I'm in love with Jim. Well, you've never even, you don't even know
physically
Jim.
sat in front of Jim, right?
Exactly.
You're meeting the representative of Jim.
Yep, and everything's online, right? So you could actually have somebody that is using another person's pictures from their social media.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it could be something that's recent, and they could save it and send it to you and pretend that's them.
Right.
So you do have to be really careful about that.
Physical, everybody. Yes, okay, that's good. And also, that shows you if they can't meet up to do that, that's the red flag.
Oh, you're done.
They're saving you all that
are
conversation of you getting into to know
because
them.
sometimes people spend weeks or months,
Yes.
and sometimes even a year, years. They think they're in a relationship.
Oh, they sure do.
They're not.
They're sharing
You don't
private
know-
moments.
Yes.
They're talking about each other's families. And at the end of the day, that wasn't even a family that they had that they were talking about in a
Exactly.
scenario.
Yep.
It is crazy what people are
That is a
capable
huge red
of.
flag. And so right out the gate, that's probably my number one.
Find a
is
way to physically talk to
see
them.
who you're really talking to.
Okay, but some people don't do as good on Zoom. It doesn't matter. It's about seeing that they're a real
you
person.
can also do in person. You
right,
know,
right.
Let's
Okay.
meet at a coffee shop. Let's do this. Meet in a public place.
Meet in a public place.
Have your go-to person, your girlfriend,
All right.
or your mom, whoever it is that knows where you're going.
Yes.
The contact information that you have of the person that you're meeting,
You have
and
to
then
do
you're
that.
going to do a check-in with that person.
Yep.
During the date and after the date.
Yes.
Hey, I'm fine. We're good.
Right.
Or
he's taller than we hoped.
Yeah, or shorter, but it's okay. And hey, everything went good. I'm heading home. I'm good. You know, that's really important.
It is.
Anytime you're meeting in person, no matter how you're meeting in person.
Exactly. Okay, we'll be right back. Don't go away, everybody, because we're going to have a lot more to talk about this dating deception. Coming up, though, we're getting into the big ones. Your money and your relationship status. Oh, they love to say they're single, don't they? How to protect yourself. We'll be right back.
Kathy J.
Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathy J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better.
Kathy J.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so online dating. Woo, it's hard weeding out all the lies. It can be a little overwhelming. We've been talking about it today with our dating expert, Hope Reich. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me again.
Okay, so money and relationship status, those are 2 of the biggest lies. But you say there's a reason with the money. That you might want to hold back.
Yes.
And obviously, right? I mean, I'm going to go through the profiles and I don't care what you look like. Is that, let me see what kind of, if you're saying you got money, that means maybe you want to spend it. Mama's got a car bill that needs to get paid. So I understand not wanting to share that. And I also understand on the other side, I don't want to share if I'm broke as a joke. Okay?
Yes, it is two-sided, right?
Yes,
I think
right.
it can go both ways. Some people who have less money want to appear that they have more.
Right.
And I mean, for obvious reasons, right? And then I have definitely had clients that have a lot of money.
Right.
And they don't want to appear that they do.
Right.
They have a Mercedes and they have a RAV4, and they purposely take the RAV4 to the date.
Amen.
Because they want to make sure, and usually this could be a client that in the past has been burned by somebody who was motivated
By
in the
the money.
relationship by the money.
Right.
So they don't want someone who's looking for a sugar mama or a sugar daddy.
I get
They
that.
want someone who wants them.
So you said one of the best things is take note of who's paying when you guys go. Because I'm the female that's like, we're Dutch. I don't need you paying for me, because that's usually ended bad because guys expect something from me when they pay for me. And so I cut that off in my, like
for you.
early 20s when that bad experience happened. So it's always Dutch with me. But maybe after a couple dates, I'll let a guy pay.
Yes.
Right. So, but it is about who's paying. So pay attention to how they spend their money.
Yes.
Yes.
And what happens? I mean,
Yes.
how many dates have we been on?
Right.
And maybe on this one, I say, hey, I've got this.
Right.
So on our next date, do you say that? Or
Yeah.
is it always, oh, I left my wallet at home.
Okay,
You know?
right.
Or, my wallet is in my other purse.
Oh, that happens.
Oh.
Speaking of that happening, what also happens is, can I borrow $200? I know we just started dating.
Red flag.
Yeah, you think? But people do it.
Yes,
I
it's a
can't
huge
I'm the
red flag.
I'm guilty. A guy I just dated, all of a sudden he's driving my car. Like I'm loading up beer in my fridge for him. What am I doing? But we don't want to be alone.
Well, it's a red flag. And
Yeah.
either way, I mean,
that I'm filling up my fridge with beer, or
that's okay, Kathy.
that's a red flag. Hey, we had a lot of fun. No, I'm kidding.
I think it's a red flag. I mean, you have people that might be dishonest about that for different reasons. Sometimes they really want to find a relationship and they're honest about who they are.
Right.
But maybe they just went through a divorce.
Yep.
Maybe they're having some, they just
Right.
changed jobs.
You don't need to know all my personal
that's a little
business.
different than somebody who is purposely looking for somebody who has money.
Right.
Or they are trying to, they want to get money from somebody.
yeah.
And both, they're different things, right?
Right.
But if they're asking you for money,
Right.
hey, can you give me $500? Can you pay my rent? This came up really early on. That is a huge red flag either way.
Don't be scared to stand up to this stranger technically and tell them no, everybody. I'm talking out loud because I was the person that didn't say no. I'm like, sure, we can make that happen. But yeah, so nobody wants the sugar daddies. My producer's laughing in my ear. Yes, it happens, okay? We all make mistakes when we're dating. The other thing, so finances, I get it. Don't
Yes.
tell them your finances, keep it separate.
Yes.
Don't combine the finances together.
When you first start dating,
You don't know anything about these
It's
people.
really about finding out, do I connect with you? Do we have chemistry,
Right.
So
Right.
if somebody's even asking too much of that too soon, they're expecting you to share that.
It's a sign.
That's a sign. And it depends. You have to have the dollar discussion,
Yeah.
right? But that comes later down the road.
Perfect.
When you already are, you're feeling each other. It's turning into a relationship.
Right.
It's not just dating. And those are things that you also start to observe and notice as you're dating someone.
Absolutely,
When I
right.
invite you over, do I have 4 roommates?
Yeah,
And
right.
Or
Do I have the Black Panther on the wall with the black light over it? Yes, I know. I remember that. And yes, I get that. So there is that. Now, the other thing that we wanted to touch on before we leave is relationship status.
Yes.
That is a big one. A lot
It
of people
is.
are looking for just some tail, and they'll put whatever on the profile because they just want to get to know you for one date, and then that's it. So how do we weed through a relationship status? What do I do there?
that can be hard.
Right. I got to drive by your house, but you're not giving me your address.
Well, it's tricky.
Yeah.
And what really studies show is that more men lie about relationship status than women do. So you have more married men that are online.
Right.
And they have online profiles and they appear to be single, and they of course put
Yeah.
their status as single. Sometimes you'll see it as separated.
Okay.
You do want to know what you're getting into. I think again, really be paying attention. If there are red flags, they can talk during sometimes they can't talk at all, and
Yeah.
other times, all of those things are
Hey,
signs.
my wife's in the other room, so I can't talk right now.
my phone was dead for a day and a half.
Oh
and
yeah,
I couldn't find a
that phone
charger.
was the no charger thing. That's what happened to Katie. All right. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Hope, for all of your help. To connect with Hope for more dating advice, or if you need her matchmaking magic, all you gotta do is go to it'sjustlunchddenver.com. Everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, Hope. I
Thank
can't wait.
you.
We have something really cool coming up in October. Everybody. We'll just tease you on that. All right, everybody. We'll be right back.
Kathy J.
official partner of the Kathy J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
So what? You gotta tell Jeff.
I tell you. All right, everybody, it's time for the show to end, and it makes me so sad because obviously we could definitely fill an hour. But thank you so much to my partners, Ramos Law, FitMD, the Colorado Lottery, and Oakwood Homes. And thank you to IKEA Centennial for my amazing set. Be sure to go to KathyJShow.com. Get caught up on everything, as well as send me more viewer emails because it really made my day today. Thank you. All right, Hope. One question that producer Mary has is, if someone lied, okay, and you catch them in the lie, is there still a chance if they come back and say, oh, you know what, I'm only 5'8", but we really got along. Can we try this? Do you give them a chance?
I think it depends on the deception, and it depends on the person. Like if it's something you're okay with, can you get over it?
Okay.
You know, I would always keep that. We're women. We never forget.
We don't forget.
Keep that in the back of your mind that if it is something that you're going to forgive, still don't forget.
Right.
But sometimes if it's something small, little, they say white lies, something
don't worry,
you can get over.
Then get over it.
Then get
All
over
right,
it.
bye. Say bye, Hope. Thank you.